Splinter Cell Conviction is a game that's had much demonstration, a slew of videos, and more than its fair share of pre-release excitement. I first saw it demoed via the E3 press conferences last year and first got my hands on it at X10 in February, but now the demo is available for download on Xbox Live, you should all have had the chance to experience the sneak 'em up for yourselves. The most notable aspect of the gameplay for me was how smoothly the stealth side of things works. Sam Fisher leaps, slides and rolls from cover to cover convincingly and with seamless animation that never leaves you, as the player, feeling left behind. The way the game controls is essential to making you feel a part of the action, and it seems as if Ubisoft have managed to make it all feel natural and intuitive. Sneaking around out of sight before popping out and disabling an enemy hasn't felt this natural since Batman Arkham Asylum wowed us all last summer. Yes, the mark and execute feature is a touch contrived. Essentially, it only becomes available after you charge it up by taking down an enemy hand to hand. Whilst this might stretch the realism and believability of the setting, it is clearly a necessary mechanism to avoid the stealthy takedown of every enemy in an area with little difficulty. The last known position feature, whereby enemies will hunt you based on the last place they saw you, is an interesting way to allow you the ability to deceive and confuse. Far more than just an indication of the last point where you were in trouble, this feature allows you to get spotted on purpose and use that as a method of flanking your opponents and taking them out from behind. The AI seems just stupid enough to fall for this trick, but smart enough to realise they've been duped without giving you endless time to mess about. Spend too long in the open or in the same position after being spotted and the enemy AI takes the opportunity to work as a team, flanking your position and quickly pinning you down. It is possible to shoot your way out of trouble, it may even be occasionally necessary, but it is far more satisfying to eliminate a room full of enemies without being spotted, so that's how you'll probably want to play the game. The incentive to be stealthy is built in by how satisfying it feels. Sam Fisher seems to be a solid and believable protagonist in his new, darker, more human role. He is merciless and vengeful, with that dark and sinister edge to his actions and movements, which give the character an extra dimension. Splinter Cell Conviction is scheduled for release in the UK on the 16th of April, and we'll be sneaking a copy home as soon as we can. ModNation Racers has got one inmate, resident of TSA Towers quite excited. Alex has had a sneaky preview build for a while now and he won't shut up about it. Seriously, it's almost constant, and to be honest, it's a little bit annoying. I wouldn't mind if he'd give us all a turn, but when he's not power sliding around a track, he's customising a car or building his own little racing paradise. We'll hopefully bring you a more in-depth video preview in the coming weeks, but for now we have this little slideshow showing off one of the tracks Alex has been building. He's pretty pleased with himself so far, and we have to say it is looking good, but I would probably prefer a bit more... what does it need? Yes, that's it. It needs a bit more sharing, Alex. A bit more sharing. Wakeboarding HD is a slickly presented, easily approached title. It might seem simple to begin with, but underneath that sun-baked sheen there is a hidden complexity which should provide completionists with enough of a challenge to keep them coming back for more. The online leaderboards and split-screen score attack elements of the game are nice additions, but we can't help wondering if a few game modes based around a fuller multiplayer experience might have given the game a bit more of a party atmosphere, and made it a bit more of a tempting proposition for the asking price of £12. On the whole, Wakeboarding HD seems like it could have been a full retail game on just the previous generation of home consoles. And although some extra depth to the multiplayer would be nice, there is always the potential for future DLC to address that. This colourful title provides a nice bit of variation to any modern gamer's library, so we're happy to give it a score of 7 out of 10. The news landed on Monday that Jason West and Vince Zampella had set up a new studio which was partnering with EA. The pair left their positions with Infinity Ward, the Activision-owned development studio they founded, a few weeks ago, and rumours have been rife ever since of a publishing deal being struck with EA. This move means that the newly founded studio, which is called Respawn Entertainment, will retain the rights to their new intellectual properties and hopefully will have the freedom to come up with something equally as impressive as their Call of Duty games. The Infinity Ward firings and this subsequent studio founding has been the biggest news story in gaming so far this year, but we don't think we're alone in hoping that the whole situation will calm down now and everyone can get back to doing what they're best at, providing great games for us to enjoy. In the meantime, we'll continue to look forward to EA's upcoming Medal of Honor reboot and this year's Treyarch developed Call of Duty game. Right, let's be upfront about it. This is the first episode of TSAtv, so we haven't really had time to get anything from our wonderful community members to fill your screens with. We're hoping to have competitions and other fun stuff in the near future, but for now we're almost as empty as the cake stand at a Weight Watchers meeting. Never worry though, I can still tell you all about the Lost Planet 2 games our guys have been having with Capcom. We managed to snag early access for a number of TSA members, but due to oversights with the actual demo, the planned competition had to be put on the back burner. The guys are still having fun with it though, and who knows, maybe one day they'll even find that lost planet. I can also let you know that we've got a FIFA 10 match organised against the guys from Everything PlayStation. We're getting a team of 10 together to take to the pitch and hopefully redefine total football. In a good way, obviously. Redefining total football as totally crap football would be a bit embarrassing. Hopefully next week we'll have a bit more in the community section, but if we haven't, it'll be your fault. It's the community section guys, so you're supposed to be doing the hard work. There'll be more information on TSA soon about how you can get involved, so keep your eyes peeled.